Hello, you are back with Shiner Sam and our third edition of Sunday Sessions. And I'm joined tonight by Tom Lumley from Tom Lumley and the Brave Liaison. Hello, Tom. How are we?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, very well, thank you. It's been an exciting week or so for you.
Yeah, it's been a bit mad. Good, like really good.
So you released your debut album, Everything's Affected, on the 22nd of October, and it went pretty well.
Yeah, it's all a bit overwhelming still, like the amount of messages and the amount of new people getting on board and sharing it. It's been a bit crazy. So it's definitely helped the band's profile big time, which has been exactly what we wanted it to do, really. But it's done better than we thought it would. So
do you remember off the top of your head? Do you remember some of the like album chart positions that you got?
I probably know them all, which is bad.
It's like Mastermind, but about your own music.
So we got 66th in the overall official UK sales, 7th in the indie breakers, 22nd in the independent chart, and then the in my opinion the best one, we got 9th in the official UK rock chart, and we were one spot above Don Brocco's new album, which for me, we're a big fan of theirs, so to see our name above them was pretty mad.
Oh, that's really cool. Congratulations. And yeah, you really deserve it. And like,
thank you.
Break into like the official charts as well is just so good, because I think you, even though you're kind of in with like this whole like indie scene, I think you are definitely like a rock band, so that like rock chart entry was absolutely mega. So congratulations. And as we were talking before, so you had a celebration, didn't you, on Friday? Had the champagne out?
Oh, we did, yeah. It was there was a few sore heads on Saturday morning, I think. So I had to get a train to Newcastle, and Billy, the bassist, was staying at mine, and he was like at 2:00 in the morning, absolutely smashed, and he was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna get up. I'll be fine. I'll leave when you leave." Now, we came in the morning at like 8:30 in the morning. I was like, "Billy, we're going in about 10 minutes." She's like, "Yeah, you have to leave me a key, mate." I was like, "Yeah, okay." So
good, as it should be. You only released a debut album once, but it is like, if you're watching this and you've not listened to it already, and I've said it in some of my tweets, that it is definitely one of the best albums of 2021, and it's in my car at the moment. So I've got it on CD in my car, because that's the only place that I can play CD. So
yeah,
I've had it on since it arrived last week.
Thank you.
Every time I drive somewhere, it is I'm showing all the local Wiltshire residents right up loud. But yeah, it's honestly, it's a cracking album from start to finish, and I'm coming to see you this week. On Thursday.
Is it? Yeah. A day this week. Friday.
Is it Friday? Is it the 5th?
Yeah, Friday's the 5th in Bristol. That's it.
Oh, is it Friday? Oh, that makes it even better for it's Friday. I thought it was the because I think you're playing. So I've got little notes here. So you're playing Cardiff on Thursday, but obviously when this goes out, it's all going to be in the past, Tom. So
I know.
What these podcasts are great for, because I'm like, when I was chatting to Rats last week, I was like, how excited are you for supporting DMAs? But obviously when it went out on Sunday, they'd already done like the huge Ali Pali show. So so by the time it comes out, I will have seen Tom 2 nights ago, all being well.
Yes, definitely.
And
we're looking forward to it. Yeah, we go on.
No, you carry on.
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't been to Bristol in a little while, not since like before the pandemic. So it'll be good to get back down there.
Definitely. I think the weather, it's going to get a bit colder, so you have to wrap it warm. I've been seeing it's going to be like frosty and stuff.
I have to be like stay inside with some whiskey.
So you've done this tour that you've been on. You started it last month, so it's been quite a big tour, like lots of dates.
Yeah, it's been weird because it's kind of been like they were all dates that originally were like booked together like before COVID happened, and then the pandemic messed everything up. And then as we've like tried to redo the dates, obviously so many places are rescheduling things. It was like trying to get all the dates close together was hard. So in the end we were like, let's just spread it across the weekends and like stretch it out, it'll be fine. So
do you know what, it's nicer for you though. And I see some bands at the moment, they're just out constantly. I just think, where'd you get the energy to do it?
Yeah, it does take it out of you.
I was like that Isle of Wight. It was a great weekend, wasn't it?
Very good. That Saturday night saw me off for the Sunday for sure. I don't know. Oh my God,
we were out together, weren't we?
Yeah, I don't know how you all did the Sunday. I went home. That was
Did
me.
you go home on the Sunday?
Yeah. No,
Oh
I
yeah,
would.
so me,
I would.
I forgot about that because me and you went to go into the Chasers tent. All I can
Yeah.
remember is it being 5 a.m. and just the most random people there. It's like we
It
attracted
was.
like the campsite from all around, and it was just the most random people.
I remember me and Billy, the bassist, being like, "Well, we'll go for a couple of drinks at a friend's tent, and then we'll be fairly sensible." And we were walking back to the campsite, and the chase had already said to us, obviously, about like the party tent, and then we heard you all, and we're like, "All right, then we'll get a couple of beers and come and join you." And then next minute, it's like the sun's coming up, and there's a security guard.
I remember getting light and thinking, "Oh my goodness!" I was just
I
so
really,
not in a good way. That
yeah,
final day was a real struggle, but it was worth it. It was really good, and
yeah,
hopefully, get all the festivals back next year. What's happening now? Like
definitely.
after you finish your tour, what have you got planned for next year?
So we're for the rest of this year, we'll kind of like finish the tour off, take a little bit of a break from the live side of things, but we're always busy writing and getting back in the studio, which is good. And then we've got a load of tour dates to announce real soon, probably in the next couple of weeks. So we'll be back on the road in February. And
That soon.
yeah, we kind of there was a lot of places that we wanted to hit with the album that we couldn't quite get the dates in the right places or at the right time. We're gonna get there in February and still celebrate the album in a way, really, with everyone.
Definitely. So who have you seen then? Who have you been to see live? And like, what was the best gig?
Ooh, I'm trying to think now. I mean, obviously at Isle of Wight Festival saw like for me Stone. I don't know if you've heard of them from Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, they were awesome. Crystal Tides at Isle of Wight Festival as well, and the Chase Boys, obviously. It was, well, to be fair, this feeling stage at Isle of Wight Festival was just incredible. Everyone on it. And other than that, went to Reading Festival as well, just as a punter. And for me, they're probably Biffy Clyro closing like the Sunday was.
I was there I only went for the Sunday, so it was really
Yeah,
weird at Reading this year because they had two main stages, but it was like
yeah,
a mirror image, wasn't it? So I managed to watch like, I don't know, 45 minutes of Biffy's set and then got over to the other side for Liam. But yeah, Biffy's set was
yeah,
incredible. Their new album is so good.
yeah, so good.
You guys you'd be perfect for Reading one day. Like in terms of, I think like the original Reading Rock Festival.
Yeah, I hope so, because that is for us the bucket list festival.
So if anyone hasn't listened to you, would you want to like do like a summary of like kind of what you sound like, or like what to expect if you come and see you live?
Yeah, we kind of had this discussion the other day because we did an interview with someone, and the press release that they'd been sent, I don't know where this came from, but it said indie rock, which we used to call ourselves indie rock, but I think the sound over like the last 2 years has changed a lot, and we've decided that we're going to go with like alternative rock. I think that probably sounds. I don't know what you think. That sounds about
I
right.
agree. I agree. You're definitely, so I think like I was saying earlier, you're definitely within the group of like the indie kind of bands. You're like within that dimensions, but your actual sound is definitely more alt rock. Definitely, it's a lot heavier
Yeah,
than indie, and
yeah,
just great, like great lyrics. And as I say,
lots of riffs.
I've really lots of riffs and just
Yeah.
real feel good tunes, and I've like sing along tunes as well. I can't wait until Friday.
Yeah, it should be good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see like what Friday's like, because we've played the last time we played Bristol was as a support show, so to come down and headline will be cool, and hopefully there'll be people that do know us.
I'll be there.
Yes,
I'll be
exactly.
like an embarrassing mother at the front.
Yeah.
But no,
Never.
it's gonna be really good, and you guys are gonna hopefully smash 2022. But yeah, so just well done on everything that you've achieved this year. There's been a lot of hard work and hard graft that goes into what you do. Like you're always really good at replying to everybody on social media. Every time I look, you're really thankful and you really appreciate it. And I was chatting like with some other bands before, and we were talking about like the importance of social media and how the interaction with fans is really important for bands nowadays, because it's kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
If you think about like 10-20 years ago, like the bands never had to put in so much effort to be heard, but I think it must be quite nice because you get to like know all the bands, all the fans and stuff, so it's nice.
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's like now they obviously people come to the shows and they start off as fans, but it kind of like literally because of how personal it is, it becomes like a family, which is really cool. Like I feel like we've become friends with so many people that we've met through them coming to our gigs. which is
Yeah.
it's
And
nice.
you gain like quality kind of fans then as well. So fans that
Yeah.
will not just support you for one song because they've heard it on the radio, they'll support you through every single release. So even though it might be a bit of a slower build, like eventually I think those kind of fans are worth more, like worth their weight in gold, because they'll always be the ones that are buying your albums, buying tickets to come and see you, like telling their friends
Yeah.
about you. So I think it's a nice way forward. I know some bands still don't really do the whole social media thing, but they're kind of just letting the numbers do the things themselves. But I think it's really important to be
I
interactive,
think
which
so.
you definitely are.
Thank you. We try our best.
You do really
And
well.
we never do it either to like because we feel like we have to. We just like we're doing this because we love playing music, and the fact that people appreciate what we do and enjoy it is that just means the world to us. That's the reason why we reply and they're so thankful and stuff. It gives us a reason to carry on doing it instead of just being like, yeah, no one wants to listen.
Oh, why would no one want to listen? It's so good. But you're really sincere, and just that the way you come across is just always really friendly, and I just think it's really important. And I think people that love your music really appreciate bands and stuff taking the time to reply and being grateful. So I think it's just about sharing the love, and like
Thank
they
you.
love something, you say, oh, thank you so much. And that's just the way it goes, really. Like you said, like a little family, which is nice.
Yeah.
So have you got
Definitely.
anything final that you'd like to say? Anything you want to promote or push? Any dates?
I mean, by the time this goes out, we'll have Sheffield, Liverpool, and Norwich left. So if anyone watching is in Sheffield, Liverpool, Norwich, obviously come to those shows. Yeah, I guess just check us out on social media, Tom Lumley and the Brave Liaison, and hopefully listen to the album and like it. I guess that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just realised you sent me a t-shirt earlier this year and I didn't put it on. I totally forgot.
Sam,
I
that's
will.
awful. No, I'm joking.
When we do the post to say it's out, I'll find it. And I've got this
Yeah.
huge pile of banties now from this year because there was just no room left in my drawer, so I've just got a pile now. It's just like a banty mountain, so I just have to like go through and find it. I will remember
Check
it's
it out.
baby blue. So out of
Yep.
over 300 banties, I know it's a beautiful baby blue with lovely floral decoration, which you could be available to buy.
Yes, you are right. I think so. I can't remember which one's on sale now.
Oh no, well, just go and have a look on their website anyway. Buy the album, buy a ticket to go and see them if you can, and you're free and you're local to where they're playing, because they really are an absolutely top-notch band. Me and Northern Exposure are really grateful for you joining us tonight, Tom.
Thank you so much for having me, Sam, and thank you for supporting us so much. It means
It's
a
my
word.
pleasure. And I will see you on Friday. Can't wait.
Yeah, see you Friday.